So again, we connect. Just a minute. Okay. So in the last lecture, we have started this unit number 4, that is DC to AC converter. So already the introduction of this particular unit is over in the last lecture. So today we will see the detailed classification of inverters. So DC to AC converters, what is the need of this inverter that we have seen in the last lecture. So already you know that why the inverters are used in industry. As we know that for home application, we use inverters for emergency purpose. If your mains fail, then we use the inverter supply so that your home appliances will work properly. The inverters which are used at home, which are normally non-sinusoidal inverters, because no inverter will produce a pure sine wave. So normally the additional circuitry called as a filter and wave shaping circuits are not used in the inverter which are used at home, or we can say the inverters which are used for low and medium power. Such inverters are normally a non-sinusoidal inverters, but they are acceptable for low and medium power. But for high power, we require a pure sine wave, right? So to get pure sine wave, we use a filter circuit or some wave shaping circuit, so that the output of inverter, definitely it is not 100% sine wave, but very close to the sine wave. And such type of inverters are used in industry. Now, inverters are used in industry not for backup supply and so on. The inverters are used in industry for conversion of fixed frequency, that is a line frequency, into the variable frequency. Okay. Normally, the input supply to the inverter is a DC. So DC can be obtained from a battery or a line supply voltage through converter, right? Normally, the battery is not convenient to use because the maintenance of a battery is very large. Even you have to charge the batteries and so on. So normally, batteries are not used for a DC supply. So whatever the supply is supply available, that is a mains from MSCB, that supply, that is AC single phase or three phase. So that supply is first converted into the DC, and then that DC is used as an input source to the inverter. Inverters again classified as a single phase inverter, three phase inverters, and so on. So for low power or medium power, we can use a single phase supply, maybe a single phase inverters. But for high power applications, even if you want to drive the motor, AC motor, or to control the speed of AC motor, we use a three phase inverters. Okay. So that already we have covered in the last lecture. That learning objectives we have covered in the last lecture, right? Your introduction is also covered. Now the main part of inverter is again a switches. What type of switches we have seen? That is a MOSFET, IGBT, SCR, right? And triac. So triac is not used, but other devices like a MOSFET, IGBT, or SCRs are used as a switch in a inverter. As like your converter, the power devices are the most important part of inverter circuit. Even in inverter circuit, the triggering circuit or maybe a protection circuits again are not shown. But we know that every power device required a triggering circuit or the protection circuit, right? So protection circuit and triggering circuits are normally not shown in the circuit, but they are always present. Okay, so power devices are the main part of inverter circuit. So power devices may be a BJT, MOSFET, IGBT, MCT, SIT, GTOs, SITs, and so on. So all these devices are used for low and medium power applications, but for high power applications, still we don't have any other option. So we use only SCR, thyristors. So thyristor or SCR is used for high power applications. Then, as we know that the output waveform maybe that is not a sinusoidal, so it contains some harmonics because basically it's a non-sinusoidal, so it contains harmonic, Cauchy square or square wave, and so on. So these square wave, Cauchy square wave waveform may be a wave voltages may be acceptable for low and medium power applications, but for high power applications, low distorted sinusoidal waveforms are required. So to get a sinusoidal waveforms, some kind of filter circuits, some kind of wave shaping circuits are used so that we convert that sine square wave or Cauchy square wave into the sine wave. Okay. Main purpose of a inverter or maybe inverter, why we have to learn inverter, that is the conversion of fixed frequency to variable frequency. Actually the definition of inverter, we can say DC to AC converter, right? So DC to AC converter for home applications, for your institute, for maybe a office purpose, that inverters are maybe called as a low power inverters. But the inverters which are used in industry, that is not used for conversion of DC to AC, right? Because directly three-phase AC supply is available. So the AC, DC to AC conversion is not required. Okay.